But like you shouldn't do anything that you feel is disrupting the game. Like everything that happens in D&D is a result of your guys' decisions, whether it is a good decision or a bad decision. Like that's just how it goes. And if you took up Nirvala on her offer, that greatly changes a lot of things. And it's like you start thinking, well, what if I did? What if I did do that and go to Icir and change the scope of the game? That it would be like, what would be the consequences of it? It's a little bit A, a little bit of B.
Our dearly departed petrified friend Tugum is an excellent example of what happens when someone strays too close to the sun.
Yeah. And it is like, okay, if I decide to ally myself with the bad guy, then things might happen to your character.
Also, like, the whole genie thing was like, I finally found a, like, I tried really hard to find, like, the perfect, like, genie paradox of, like, how do you beat a genie to where you win no matter what? And, like, I think I found one. And I was like, man, if only I found this sooner.
Don't worry. Still genies. Still have a whole city of brass to go to.
Oh, and I know I didn't really get to talk about what I did this week, LOL. Oh. But it was MagicCon this weekend. So
oh, yeah.
A bunch of friends in town.
Yeah.
And my buddies who are in a band got sponsored by Ultimate Guard. They did a bunch of, like, signings, and they had playmats made, and they had sleeves made and stuff. So, like, they were signing stuff at MagicCon. Side note, their shit sold out in, like, 20 minutes.
Oh, that's cool.
But,
jeez.
But
nice.
Only the lead singer of the band plays Magic, right? He's hardcore into it, and then, like, a bunch of guys in, like, metal bands, like, very popular, very famous metal bands. They're, like, a giant group chat because they all play, like, Magic, like, when they're on tour and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But the drummer for the band is very big into sports cards, right? Like, he's a big football card. He streams on Whatnot. He has a whole, like, room in his house. They were all the guys in the band, because 4 of them live here in Vegas, got to go to MagicCon. They were, like, doing, like, a signing. Like, they had Ultimate Guard set up a booth for them to sign stuff. The picture that they took is, like, a wide shot, and the drummer's face in this random photo is just this look of disgust and disdain. It was, like, purely, like, random. He wasn't doing it on purpose. He's a really nice guy. But I screenshotted that as, like, that face you get when you realize that Magic the Gathering nerds are a different breed than sports card nerds. And it kind of blew up in, like, their group. And, like, now that picture of him is, like, a meme of just disgust.
Amazing.
I will post it in the Discord.
Yeah, please do. Yeah, I saw some things from MagicCon going on. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Hey. Okay, I see.
Can we do a long rest, Christina, before we get started? Since I assume we've all gotten long rests over the intervening weeks.
Oh yeah. I think once we get on our individual scenes, we will be able to do that. Actually, you know what? I can just long.
Have to do war spell selection as well, so that's what I'm trying to work on.
I think I might have long rest.
Someone cooked here.
Okay. Everybody should be sufficiently tested. All right, let's get this started. Welcome back, everybody, to another glorious week of Arctis. There's been a lot going on in the world, but the thing you all have to worry about is the impending siege. Maginox. Previously on Arctis, you all freed Narcissa from her mirror and the corruption of the Heart Pearl after you discovered that she might potentially be used as a soul bomb for the roots of the World Trees. Alara had offered her clockwork heart as a blueprint and replacement for Narcissa's heart, but it would potentially end the ancient Somnivore's life. But Raine had put Alara into stasis while the artificers worked tirelessly to replicate the intricate mechanical heart. Eventually, your efforts were successful, and you put the new clockwork heart into Narcissa's chest. It was infused with a new semblance of life. Now, while it might take a while for Narcissa to recover, the city falling under siege. You carefully had placed bombs. You armed your allies with questionable weapons. You placed magical wards and summoned your brass armies. And they each took a toll on the underground armies of the Magmaarans and drow. They had left only scattered battalions. Desperate survivors made it to the surface. Last session, an image of Nervala had taunted Sea-Swab in the ethereal plane that he defended Tapio alongside Lena Umbralis. Nervala had offered Sea-Swab a place at her side, a small amount of which Sea-Swab had declined. Meanwhile, just outside of the Church of Eternal Night, a group of drow, led by their matron mother, managed to survive the underground wards, but many of them fell to your traps, and only a few, a small battalion, survived. Those were met with Raine and the Rat Lord Vermis. Now, Wangdoodle was greeted within the western Somniari village of Dormy by a friendly face, Elitha. And suddenly, the ground underneath their feet began to shake with the explosions and the force evading wards. But we haven't really figured out what is going on with Grabella and Oslo up north near the orc encampment. Their army of kobolds were at their side, planting bombs in the tunnels designated by Charlindra Annalie. Your kobolds are now armed with war crime weapons, which are very much being used in their guerrilla tactics to prevent the Magmaarans from reaching the surface. Today we are going to start with Grabella and Coslo and the resolution of the Northern Siege. All right. Let's take it to the Polaris Gorge, where Grabella and Coslo are currently stationed. You're not sure what is going on with the rest of your party, but the massive gorge, just to the west of the orc encampment, is a lot larger than Annalie and Charlindra had led. Editor, cut right here. Cut right here.
And we're back, editor.
And we're back! Wow, it's like nothing ever happened.
For the last 45 minutes.
Honestly, this is about our normal start time after all of the bullshittery after like a week of hiatus. So
We were ready this time.
We get to catch up.
I'm sorry.
yeah,
I thought you meant enthusiastic team building and pep rally before we nearly die to our own poor decisions.
Yes.
you know
I
we didn't even talk about World of Warcraft at all.
Wow.
Well, because
I
we talked about
imagine the
Diablo.
longer we
Yeah.
chit chat about stupid stuff, Rain just starts seething.
I just want to play the game!
Shut up! He's too nice to say it.
It's honestly mostly World of Warcraft. Like I cannot tell you how little of a shit I give about World of Warcraft.
You started this!
Wow.
I started as a joke. Yeah.
Wow.
All right, everybody. Welcome back. We did a recap. The servers went down, but they're back up now. And now we return to Grabella and Oslo, who are in northern Polaris, just west of an orc encampment. The massive gorge has been pointed out as a site where the Magmaarans would potentially come up from underground, lay siege to the city with their weapons of slow. Kozlo, over the past few weeks, you have been working alongside Grabella and a entire army of kobolds in order to lay all of the gunpowder that you have recovered from the vault of Vacaris through these tunnels. And eagerly, ever so eagerly, you've been waiting for the right moment to set things off. You have also armed all of your kobolds with questionably legal weapons.
Let's be fair. They're not questionably legal. They're illegal. There's no question about this.
Technically, we make the laws and we determine what's legal and illegal.
Technically, they're outside of the city, so I think it's actually legal outside of the city. You know, the jurisdiction only goes so far.
As far as we determine, because we run this shit.
Smuggled into the city by Delta, Ganat, and Seaswap, these serrated blades are made to wound and bleed, so the wounds cannot be easily patched. You've given them to your kobolds, but you've also discovered that these weapons break rather easily when used. But that's fine. Hopefully your kobolds won't have to do any sort of extended defense of Maginox. And so, as you and Grabella moved north, you have placed all of the gunpowder in very specific weakened areas, where Annalie has told you once you set the fuse off, it will collapse the tunnels. Now, on the day where your glorious spy, Grana, has told you the armies will be moving, you sit at the precipice of the Polaris Gorge, trigger in hand. Your kobolds have descended into the gorge, and once they give a signal by lighting a flare that will light up into the gorge where you all are standing, all you need to do is press that button. It has taken all of your willpower, Kozlo, to not push that button early and flatten all of the kobolds that are currently in Grabella's retinue. But this explosion is going to be fantastic. It's currently snowing out, and it's coming down in sheets. Grabella seems unfazed by the cold. But you are definitely feeling a little bit chilly. Is there anything that you and Grabella discuss as you hold the timing mechanism in your hand?
So we're basically just waiting for when we know the things are there to blow everyone up, right?
Yeah, you've got the easy part. You've already done all the boring stuff of setting up the bombs in the tunnels, and the kobolds have helped you out quite a bit. They've gotten into all the little cracks and crevices, like wall weasels, and taking all of your various fuses that you've built and stringing them from barrel of gunpowder to barrel of gunpowder.
So, got any fudge sickles?
What is that?
I don't know. Sounds tasty.
Okay, no. How would I have something I don't know what it is?
I don't know. I got lots of things. I don't know what they are. Look at my bag.
Yeah, I was gonna say, should you just open your bag and show me what weird crap you have?
Kozlo furiously ruffles through his bag, hoping that a fudgesicle is in there, even though he doesn't know what a fudgesicle is.
No, but there are a lot of things in there, including some adamantine plate mail. There's no more rubber tubing, various potions and poultices, and some drugs. There are definitely some blue sand in there, which I definitely confirmed from last session because C-Swab was desperately looking for some drugs.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
I wasn't desperately looking for the drugs. It just they would have been helpful in this scenario.
You should have asked Charlinda. That used to be her thing, remember?
You actually got
Probably
those.
Where that came
You
from.
literally got those from Charlinda.
Yeah.
100% where those came from.
All right. As you two make small talk over the edge of the gorge, you stare down in the depths. It goes so far down that there is a thick layer of fog that sits at the very bottom of the gorge, making it relatively difficult to see through. Thankfully, your kobolds do have a well-crafted flare as you wait for the signal. And suddenly, through the night, you hear a whistle, the hiss of a flare going off. A burst of light appears from the depths of the gorge. For both of you, I'm going to put your tokens on the board here. Just easily access your characters. Can I have you both roll me a perception check, please?
I'm still about vertical. So is Castle.
So is Coslow.
Did they even see the flare?
We should definitely have come up with a better method by which we would be alarmed that it was time to do something than hope they see something.
I have to imagine kobolds being as, clever and industrious as they are, that they have contingency plans for such a thing. He says, knowing confidently that they probably do not.
That at least they blow it up themselves.
Look, there's a reason that kobolds have large broods, okay? They're not all designed to make it.
The kobolds themselves are the contingency plan.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
rabbits. That's why they're successful. They just breed quickly.
Yes.
Likely.
Due to the heavy fog in the gorge, you do not see the flare. The light just makes a barely perceptible change of color in the depths. And since you two are talking about yourselves, you miss it. The storm continues to howl through the gorge, creating a significant amount of whistling noise, even preventing you from hearing the whistle of the The time passes. Wait anxiously. Not heard from your kobold. A little bit less time.
I kind of feel like we should go check on things.
Yeah, all right, I'm bored.
Something seems wrong.
You have a couple options. You can try descending into the gorge slowly by walking. You can try climbing down. Or Gerbella can attempt to brave the winds by flying down, Coslow in tow.
What do you think, Coslow?
I would suspect we should do whatever is the least likely to draw unwanted attention. So flying is probably the most obvious thing.
Mhm.
As far as like someone noticing it, they would be the most likely to notice flying down. We can just
It would be the
carefully.
quickest.
It would be the quickest.
Cosmo makes a good point. One would be very obvious. One would be more subtle. One would be very...
Here's what I say. We try climbing, knowing that if Grabella starts to fall, she can just fly. And if Kozlo starts to fall, he can also just fly.
Yeah. Works for me.
All right. During your discussion, my game had logged me out, so I'm logging out. But in the meantime,
Forge.
I'm gonna strangle Forge today. Ooh, I'm so angry. All right, so you both take the option to climb down. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Though, should Kozlo backpack on? Because Kozlo's not.
I feel like Kozlo should just backpack for all of this. Yes.
I am fairly dexterous, but yeah. Well, Kozlo is just going to focus on holding on to Grabella, and Grabella can climb.
Sorry,
Also
that was
going to
you
close
are
our window
hanging
real
on to
quick.
Grabella, and then Grabella's doing the work?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm also going to close a window real quick because someone's using something loud outside.
Okay. Grabella, do you use any tools, or do you freehand it? Do you use any rope, or you just gonna go down hand over hand?
I feel like
I'm back.
I at least have rope. I thought I had climbing tools at one point, but I do have rope. I could also just use this.
Who just has this?
Not that I need advantage on strength, but it's in my pocket and I should use it.
Yeah, and I have the spider monkey thing from my lair that I
You do.
could use also.
Yeah. I think we have the climbing.
All right. Grabella, do you quaff the potion of climbing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm uncertain if that applied or not. But I hit
You
them.
gain a climbing speed equal to your walking speed for an hour. So not only can you climb confidently, but you can do it extremely fast. Kozlo, as you hang on to the back of Grabella's neck, she begins to just hand over hand, just kind of make her way down the incredibly steep mountainside towards the foggy Gorge. Grabella, because you are a barbarian, your climbing speed being equal to your walking speed means you are climbing at a speed of 40.
We're hauling ass.
You are quite literally hauling ass.
It's me, ass!
I knew you were gonna do that.
I'm being hauled!
You get down to the kind of the very bottom of the gorge, where the fog hangs the thickest, and suddenly your vision becomes incredibly obscure. Make me a perception check, Grabella. You are at no fear of falling, but having a hard time seeing things. The fog almost completely obscures your vision. You are just stuck in what seems like an impenetrable cloud, and all you can feel is the cold stone under your hands and a goblin hanging on to the back of your neck. Do you continue climbing down blindly?
Kozlo, can you see anything? I can't freaking see anything.
Can Kozlo see anything with his fancy sight?
You do have double sight, but that allows you to see darkness as if it were regular vision. Make me a perception check. "13's not terrible. Although you can
We're in a
see-
flash of genius. At this point,
No.
Kozlo's willing to look a bit harder. Get a 17 out of it.
Oh, 17. You hear from about 60 below you some screeching of kobolds. They sound like they're in trouble.
I want to get a move on. I hear what sounds like kobolds getting in trouble.
Alright, let's just fly. Fuck it.
Gorbella, do you unfurl your wings and begin to fly?
Yeah.
Gorbella, you cannot see anything. Also, the wind is howling through this gorge. Make me an athletics check. A 4 to 7 is still hitting a 20. Gorbella, you have no problem navigating the winds. You don't hit the sides of the gorge. The problem is seeing the kobolds. It is like just flying through a cotton ball. You're basically blinded. Kozlo, you can attempt to steer Gorbella like a mount in order to try and get her to land where you think the kobolds are.
Oh god.
Okay.
She's not wrong though. Like. She's not wrong.
I will give you an option. You can either do an animal handling check, as if Gorbella were a flying mount, or you can give me a nature check.
Yes, animals and nature, the two things that Kozlo is so good at.
You have to try and steer her with your knees and holding the back of her armor or her hair, depending on how you want to steer her. She clearly cannot see.
Alright, we're gonna try nature, because that's at least int-based. Okay.
All right. You tap into your inner animal rider. Sure, you've ridden a few toads in your life. As you've come from Muck Home. There's lots of toads and giant mosquitoes. You've gotten on them before. Gorbella's just like a giant mosquito, right? Right. You dig your knees into her sides. And you kind of guide her by pulling on the back of her armor and occasionally the back of her hair to steer her in the right direction. Gorbella, Kozlo is guiding you, and there's a couple times where you see the cliff face kind of go very quickly past your extremely limited eyesight. As you zoom down into the gorge, making wing over by wing over, keep going down and down and down, and Kozlo prevents you from hitting the sides of the gorge as you descend. Finally, something comes into your view, a pale glow in the fog. As Kozlo guides you there with his knees, you alight upon an outcropping deep within the gorge. And there, a pack of kobolds are sitting there, trying to light a fire. They're trying to light whatever they can on fire in these terrible winds. One of them has a couple of rocks they're beating together, trying to make a spark with some flint and steel. There's a pile of weapons next to them, and it looks like they've been using the weapons as the steel in order to knock the flint against them. And they've been breaking their weapons in the process.
You guys, what the heck?
My queen!
Those were special weapons for murder.
But we had to. You did not. We alight the flare. Where have you been?
We did not see the flare.
Oh no. The winds are too rough. The fog's so thick. But they're coming! They're coming! Push the button! Oh! Well, I need you to say that!
Kozlo will push the button.
One of the other kobolds, as you are pushing the button, just says, "Wait!"
Kozlo will wait.
There's a few kobolds still stuck in the tunnels. They were trying to connect the last fuse, but they did fail. What do we do?
Wait, so when I push the button, it's not even gonna fully explode?
Just the final one, the very last one. We lit the flare, but we were very confident that we would attach the fuse. But something went wrong. Sticky kobold hands, tiny kobold fingers, awkward kobold claws. It's just merely the last one in the chain. Or I should say, first one. But yes, the rest should work.
Kozlo, do you blow the 11 barrels of gunpowder and leave the last one? Or do you attempt to try and find the last one and fix it?
Where
11
is
herbs
this
and
one?
spices.
It is packed tightly in one of the small kobold tunnels. Only one of us, or perhaps you, could make it there. Rebella far too large.
How much time do you think we got? How far in are they?
Not much time. The armies are coming. If we blow it too late, we will get more army coming through. If we blow too soon, we merely just create a stalling technique. But we are already pressed for time. I say, we leave the last one. It should be fine, yes?
The rest of the kobolds kind of nod in agreement.
Though, we might just have to save the ones who are still attempting to attach said fuse.
Now, if all we're gonna do is slow him down without that one, then it's not even worth it. We need to... Point is to stop him, not slow him down.
Yeah,
We'll end up having to deal with our whole army anyway.
then we should not wait if we want to crush them under the force of the rocks. We blow it now and save any kobolds that survive.
What do you mean, save any kobolds? Who's still in there?
There are 3 kobolds who are attempting to attach the final fuse. We just think it got a little wet, maybe wires crossed. I don't know. But we cannot wait. The army is coming. We must crush them, not stall them.
Also, you have a choice here. The army is coming, and you've already missed a lot of time because you've missed the flare. And if you stall any longer, the first series of explosions, the ones farthest back in the tunnel, are really not going to do anything but block their exit. And the point is to kind of crush the army. You continue waiting, the army is just going to pour through the tunnels and ultimately not really do anything. But this will be at the cost of 3 kobolds. They might survive. They might not. What do you do?
So, making sure I understand correctly, the one that is not hooked up is like they called it the last one in the chain and then the first one in the chain. I don't understand what that means.
It is so. Sorry, I should have said clear. The one that they are working on is the closest to the exit of the gorge, not deep within the gorge. So I should say the very first one is the one that is like deepest in the caves. This one is kind of like in a cave closest to the outside of the gorge. That makes sense.
So if we ran to it, it would be the first one that we came to.
Correct.
Okay. Well, I feel like we have to go fix that anyway, because if they're all chained together and the first one isn't connected, then none of the rest of them are going to be connected either.
Point. Your artificer brain tingles. Yes, it's probably important to get that one working. And you will have to navigate the fog-ridden gorge.
All right, we're going for it. We're gonna fix that one quick like, and we're gonna blow it all.
Oh, the gorge, it is full of fog. How will you go? How will you see?
Well, you just came from there, right?
Yes, but very far walk.
Oh, I'm sorry. Are you tired?
My tiny legs. Yes, very tired. Thank you for asking.
Hold on, let me see if I give a shit. Nope, I don't.
Is it tired or maybe your friends die? What are you thinking here, buddy?
You will have to fly at least 70, 80 feet down and crawl through one tiny tunnel only made for a kobold. Or a small goblin.
That's not gonna be a problem. Don't worry about that. I got some tricks up my sleeve.
The kobolds look over the edge of the gorge and point down.
You want to get there fast. Fly that way and then a little bit left.
All right,
They're
Corbell, if you can get me to the opening, I can handle the rest.
Yeah, that's good.
All right, Kozlo, do you use a similar technique in mounting up the flying Grabella, flying down about 70 to 80 feet? Much to the, kobolds aren't really good at maps or directions. They're just kind of pointing down into the fog.
Yeah. So we will get Grabella to take us close to. Then we'll try to find the place by having Grabella fly me down, and then I'm going to prepare spider climb once we get to where the opening is, so I can move through that quickly.
Ooh, very good. All right, Kozlo, make me one more nature or animal handling check. Your choice.
Okay, this one's important. So we're gonna do a few things.
To navigate the fog, since you have directions, you will need at least a 13.
So we start with guidance. And then we do our nature check. And then we flash of genius.
Okay. 2 off. Flash of Genius will be +4, I believe?
Yeah.
All right. This is quite treacherous. And for a moment you think you might not be able to navigate Grabella down to where the kobolds are furiously pointing. But after a flash of genius and guidance from your patron, you navigate her almost straight down into the gorge. And as Grabella unfurls her wings as you pull back on the neck of her armor, you alight very gently, tiny outcropping, about 70 to 80 feet from where you were. The kobolds up above you are no longer able to be seen. And just in front of you, it's a tiny, tight cave, maybe 2 feet in diameter.
All right. So Kozlo will kind of check out the opening a little bit. He will do some quick eyeballing of the measurements of it. And then he just sort of spits into his hands and starts to climb into it using spider climb.
All right. The kobolds were correct. It is very, very tight in here. But as you gain the ability to become a spider and climb through the tunnel, You gain a climb speed equal to your walking speed, and you can go as fast as you want through this tight tunnel. It is extremely uneven, and immediately goes in and then down into the darkness. But you have no problem seeing through it with your devil's sight. And even though the terrain is uneven and pointy, you just crawl up on the ceiling, not even hindered. Inside, when you've been crawling for about 5 minutes at your maximum speed. And finally, inside the gorge, it opens up into a very small cavern. And you see 3 kobolds huddled around a single canister of gunpowder. And they are furiously trying to connect all of the wiring together. One of them is crying as he is trying to get it to work. And the other 2 are screaming, "Yellow wire! No, blue wire! No, yellow wire!" They do not see you as you enter.
Kazo will just like slide up to them very visibly. Or very just like, what am I trying to say? Kazo just comes up next to them, basically. He's like,
What's going on? What's wrong?
They scream in unison, dropping all of the wires, and the crying kobold immediately stops. He might faint. Yeah, he faints.
Okay, you 2 grab him! Get out of here! I'll deal with this!
Cosmo! Yes. Ow.
He gets slapped on the side of the face.
Wake up! Wake up! Yes, suppose he was not expecting this.
Cause of the wiring, something has gone terribly wrong. It looks like something was caught when the kobolds were trying to bring this down. And it's just kind of come apart. You are an artificer, and this is a very easy fix. So easy, in fact, I won't even make you roll for it. Since you've gone through all the trouble of coming down here, you already know how this bomb is going to be wired. And you connect the cables once again with ease. The kobolds are frantically dragging their fainted friend back through the tiny tunnel as you fix the bomb with... this is your specialty. Even if I were to give you a 10 difficulty on it, ace it with no problem.
all right.
The bombs are set. And now the fuse is still, the ignition switch is in your hand. The kobolds are dragging their friend over the rocks, thump, 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 as he continues to be unconscious. But they are making good time. Follow them out?
Hold on, I might have something to wake him up. I always feel like I have an ability that's like removes this stuff off of people, but then I don't, and I can't find it again. So I guess not.
What kind of cleric are you?
Not that kind of cleric.
Although the 2 are dragging him at a frantic pace, he will probably be a little bit wounded as he leaves the cave. Did you, do you follow the kobolds back out?
Oh, there it is. Yeah, I have lesser restoration. I guess it only removes blinded, deafened, paralyzed, or poison. So that would not work.
Unfortunately, pissed pants from seeing goblin on ceiling is not cleared by lesser restoration.
Yes, we will follow them, and then as soon as Kozlo feels like he is at what Kozlo would consider to be a safe distance, which is probably not actually a safe distance, but a distance at the very least, you will immediately push the button.
It takes you about a little bit longer to leave the cave. And you are all at a very tiny outcropping. Grabella is there, waiting for you. Hopefully.
Grabella went off in search of fudgesicles.
Figured out what they are, but you don't want to know.
Oh.
Oh my.
I'm just kidding.
Hazo, give me an Arcana check. Exploding this would cause enough pressure inside the cave to blow you and the other 3 kobolds off of the platform. Though it wouldn't hurt you, at least the wind exiting the cave, the fall into the gorge certainly would. It is probably best to get off this platform before lighting the trigger. Pressing the trigger. No.
Hold on. I have an idea.
Oh, God.
I love Kozla's ideas. I'm waiting patiently.
I'm double checking something.
Yeah.
Nothing terrible could be happening.
So the 3 kobolds are like chilling together, right? They're in the same general spot. We're just on this outcropping.
Correct. One's back is slightly bloodied from being drugged through the rough cave for a while. But he is gaining consciousness and is in a bit of pain.
Okay. Kozla will direct them to stand next to the nearest like wall or something that sticks up a little bit.
Okay.
Like either the exit from the cave or like the edge of the ravine or whatever is available.
Okay, they press their backs up against the sheer gorge wall.
Okay. And we cast web. And we stick them all to the wall.
You cast web and you stick those kobolds against the wall.
Ah, sticky. Ah, what is this? Why are we stuck? Why is it so sticky?
Just hold on! Grabella, you mind grabbing me? I can't think about my climbing anymore.
Kozla, because you still have spider climb on, you will not be knocked off the platform.
But
There
I
you
had
go.
to drop spider climb to cast web because of both concentration spells.
There you go.
Okay.
So that's why I want Grabella to grab it.
I just assume that I have a Coslo/Wangdoodle/ Sea Swab sized harness available at all times.
If you don't, we should definitely make one.
Yeah, you're putting
Yeah,
that
it's
on
like
the
it's
list.
slightly adjustable, but very slightly.
I got an idea. I gotta talk to Wangdoodle about something later. We're gonna cook something up so good.
Kozlo
Okay.
literally did just invent seatbelts, so
True.
All right,
Okay.
everyone in your immediate vicinity is sticky. Ew.
Push the button.
Click. Turn an ear to the satisfying sound. One is far away, barely rumbles underneath your feet. A couple tiny pebbles on the outcropping kind of bounce in the air a little bit.
Oh,
The kobolds make an interested sound.
I felt something.
Oh yeah, it's gonna get even better.
Oh, what does he mean?
Boom! This one a little bit louder. You see more plumes of fog. No, definitely dust starting to emanate from within cracks in the gorge.
Kozla
Boom!
just starts losing his shit.
Another one goes up.
See, this is the part you needed to be more prepared for, was this part, cackling.
What? Why is he laughing? I do not understand. Is
the
something
cackle
funny?
adds at least 2d6 more fire damage to the explosions, I think.
Yeah, or more thunderwave damage.
As the gunpowder explosions get closer and closer, Some of the trees begin to shake and the snow falls off of their needles. Another one, even closer. Rocks in the gorge that are sitting on outcroppings begin to crumble down into the foggy ravine. Boom, another one even closer. This one you could definitely start to feel as the entire gorge begins to shake. Smaller and more medium-sized rocks that were planted loosely on the gorge fall in, impossibly silent. And then you hear a as they hit the ground infinitely far below. The series of explosions now gets ever more satisfying, and soon the gorge fills with smoke and dust as the explosions are forced outwards in fury. The mountains tremble, and you see, Kozlo, a few avalanches have begun to form. You're like Tony Stark and Iron Man as he lights all those missiles, and the shockwave behind you from the cave that you just left sprays a bunch of dust, rock, and snow against you as you sit there in your web, immobile, cackling into the breeze. The gorge is filled with sounds of extremely satisfying explosions in sequence. And suddenly you are all enveloped in dust. Your cackling might be punctuated by a few sporadic bits of coughing. But as the dust and the wind begins to clear the dust, the kobolds are sniffling and hacking, covered in a thin layer of cave dust. Grabella, too, is quite dusty, but doing just fine. And there you are, Kozlo, with just the front of your face almost clear and your backside completely covered in dust, cackling as the series of extremely satisfying explosions echo through the gorge. They're over now, and it is time for both of you and your kobold contingent to climb back up.
Perhaps that's the good stuff.
Good God.
Perhaps your job here is done. We're going to go to a new scene. One moment, please. Meanwhile, just outside of Dormy Village, a series of explosions as the wards have gone off underfoot have caused the Somniori to retreat deep back into their city. The Fae that have accompanied you here, Wangdoodle, are dedicated to protecting the city. But now it is time for you to meet your brass army on the outskirts of Dormy Village. Here, nestled between a couple small plateaus, is your clockwork army. There are only a few ways for the Magmaarans to get to the village here, and you have set your clockwork army on a couple of the paths that potentially run through you. If anyone has survived the explosions, they are forced to come through here to get to the village. As you step outside the village and survey the potential destruction, the two clockwork tacticians, designed and engineered to help you lead separate packs of the armies, give you a sharp salute, clanging their brass fingers against their equally brass helms. Mummified bodies inside the helmets glow with a reactivated ethereal light. It is light green and reeks of almost like chlorine, as the reactivated bodies are temporarily powering these horrific machines.
Wangdoodle's just gonna walk between them, almost ignoring the salutes, and just inspecting the squad immediately in front of them. Okay, let's get to work.
Each of the soldiers in your clockwork army radiate the same kind of foul green aura, as the preserved bodies are now reactivated, giving these brass sentinels a semblance of life. The souls tied to them howl in agony as they desire to be released. But for now, they have a higher purpose, one that you control. Wangdoodle, make me a perception check.
Okay. May I also ask to change the cantrip coming from my wonderful tools?
Oh yeah, absolutely. What would you like to change it to?
I would like to change it to, hang on, I want to make sure I get the name right because I was just looking at this. Starry Wisp.
Starry Wisp. Starry... What is that from?
Bard and Druid? Spell lists?
Starry Wisp. Oh, okay, I see it. You launch a mote of light at one creature and object within range. Make a ranged spell attack against the target. On a hit, the target takes 1d8 radiant damage until the end of your next turn. It emits dim light in a 10-foot radius and cannot benefit from the invisible condition. Yeah, I can do that. Would you like me to add that to your cantrip list?
Yes, please.
Wisp.
Wonderful.
Okay. Yeah.
You say dim light, I say rangefinders. This is fine.
Alright, Wangdoodle.
Alright,
make me a perception check.
Perception?
Mm-hmm.
You got it. There's no way this could possibly go wrong. I feel very confident about my dice rolls today.
Oh. Through the shrubbery, you can hear the sounds of wounded soldiers. There are some that have, unfortunately, made it through the tunnels. And due to their cries and labored breathing, many of them have been heavily damaged by the traps that you set, or you and Raine have set. The ones that didn't die outright from the Dark Star are bleeding heavily. And you can hear some even hunkered down in the bushes, trying to quickly tend to their wounds. Wangdoodle, with your clockwork tacticians, you can issue them various orders, and they will follow it to the best of their ability. You can have your clockwork tacticians tell your soldiers to advance, defend, or really whatever you might be able to think of. If you want them to cut down the wounded, if you want them to defend your current place, the most direct line to the Dormy village, they can do that as well. You can immediately see through the trees a contingent of the Magmaran army. They are to the east, and they are the first ones to see your clockwork army. You can hear their labored breathing, and even smell blood in the air. What do you do?
Let's move our units to the east, surround that force, and give them a chance to surrender.
Wangdoodle will start heading in that direction as well, with the cannons prepped on his forearms.
Okay. One of the tacticians follows along with you, ready to issue direct orders for the Clockwork Army. You can see them now, hunkered down on the path, eyeballing the Clockwork Army hesitantly. But now, to the southwest, through a tiny chasm, you can see another army. These two are heavily wounded and are hunkering down, tending to their wounds and discussing what their movements will look like as well. Orders, sir.
Wangdoodle's gonna...
Sure. Prepare a blockade of the roads, and let's allow them a chance to give up before we send them to their death.
Wangdoodle is going to clear his throat and send out just kind of a blanket call to the soldiers that are understandably a little confused right now.
My name is William Wangdoodle. I am here to defend this village. I am going to give you this one opportunity. Anyone who wishes to no longer fight, put your weapons down and move forward to the middle of the road with your arms above your head.
All right. Wangdoodle, do you try and do this persuasively, or do you try and do it with intimidation?
Persuasion. It's like,
Hey, do you want to not fight? You want to give up? This is a good chance.
Do you not want to be the victim of a war crime?
You want to be the victim of a war crime?
I'm not saying that if you turn down my offer, you're going to die where you stand. Some of you may try to run and flee in fear, but you will die. You will not go home after today if you turn this deal down.
Want to commit a war crime?
Do you wanna make a war crime? Do you wanna throw it down? Wow, a 17. I'm gonna make a private roll. We're gonna check the morale of the different groups.
You can tell how much Wangdoodle actually wants them to turn him down because he didn't apply guidance or find genius to that persuasion.
Frankly, we're all tickled to hear you say that. Blowing up armies is one of his favorite things to do.
I'm glad my personal decision on this was not missed by anybody.
Wangdoodle, from the east, the army that is hunkered down, some of them missing limbs and eyes, barely surviving. They all drop their weapons. And they move very hesitantly towards the brass army. Do you allow them to pass?
If you want safe transport to the village, you will be escorted by that unit. You will be surrounded and taken in, but you will be taken safely. Do you agree?
Aye. We agree. We're too wounded to fight.
I should mention at this point, any attempts at subterfuge or getting one over on me will result in immediate destruction of everything you know and love, with you being left last so that you carry the pain of everything you caused.
Jesus Christ.
Goddamn, Wangdoodle, get it!
Wangdoodle heard, let's do some war crimes, and was like, bet.
Emotional war crimes.
Hey, that'd be a lot of
The group of
words.
people I play with have allowed me to come here and speak on my own behalf, and they didn't know what I was going to do.
I support it.
I want to make it perfectly clear. This is not a fucking joke.
The Eastern contingent does not take it as a joke, and they put their hands on their heads, fully up.
We don't want to fight. Just take us to the village. We'd rather live.
Wangdoodle looks at the tactician immediately on to the east of him here.
Your orders, sir.
Make sure that unit is escorted back to town, and if they are proven to be harmless, make sure they get treatment. We want them stable, we want information. If any of them decide to become aggressive, especially towards anyone in the village or anything near the village, do not hesitate to destroy the entire unit.
Yes, sir. Right away, sir. Formation. Take the prisoners. Do not harm them, unless they wish harm. To Unit 1. William H. Wangdoodle. The tactician and the brass army to the east take in the entire Eastern contingent. They have given up, laying their weapons upon the ground, and with their hands on their heads, enter the Dormy village. You have resolved the Eastern wave. As for the other two waves, the one to the west, they are looking at each other uneasy, looking at their wounds, and then at the brass army that glows with their baleful green glow as they are trapped in the canyon. The visible Duergar, they begin to place their weapons on the ground. But there is a Magmaaran with them, and he shouts, "Cowards!" and lifts a hammer above his head, bringing it down on one of his own people. His skull is crushed in. Duergar. You are weak! Turn yourself in like that, and I will kill you all. The Duergar
Well, you have a choice.
are now stuck between a rock and a
can let
hard
him
place.
go.
What do you do?
You can let him kill you, or I just kill all of you. Your choice.
Wangdoodle then looks at the Magmaarans specifically.
I cannot wait to absolutely blow your head right off your shoulders. But I want to give them a chance to fuck up first.
Wangdoodle, make me an intimidation. With advantage.
Nah.
One by one, Duergar burn. Some of them slowly pick their weapons up off the ground. Turn with their backs to Wangdoodle, face the Magmaaran commanding them.
We came all the way here, and most of our army is dead, broiled underneath the ground by magic. And crushed underneath the caves by explosions. And now you want us to throw away our lives against unliving armies of brass? You are a fool. The Magmaran Stone Shaper begins to swing his hammer wildly as he is dogpiled by the Duragar around him. There is absolute chaos going down here in the canyon. And Wangdoodle, do you stop it?
No.
Okay. You let it happen. A hammer is swung. Another Duragar skull is crushed. But eventually, the rest of them, the other 4 that managed to live, subdue the Stone Shaper, wrench his weapon from his hand, place his face upon the ground, tie his hands behind his back. The Magmaran howls with fury, calling his former allies cowards. Cowards all! As you approach Wangdoodle, they turn and press their backs up against the wall, allowing you to potentially pass.
Hold on. Is this the Stone Shaper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With them out of the way, Wangdoodle just stands at the mouth of the pass, raises his forearm cannon up at the Stone Shaper, and not firing yet, but closes one eye and just aims right down, right between the eyes of the Magmaran who subdued.
You can hear the audible gulp from the Magmaran as one of the Duragar pulls his hair back, wrenches his head upwards to give you a better shot.
You have one chance on this. How much of the Sloe made it through the tunnels?
He begins to chuckle. Enough. Enough to suit our purpose. The Duragar look at each other nervously.
Do you even know what your purpose is anymore?
Oh, I do. And you will. Soon.
I don't mean to hang this so long. I'm just trying to find the actual attack. Alright. Wangdoodle's just gonna pull the trigger and just blast this Stone Shaper.
Right. The helpless Stone Shaper on the ground with his head pulled back by his former allies takes a force blast fully to the face. There's not much left of his head once the smoke clears. And the Duragar drop him in disgust. They turn to look at you with a newfound fear and perhaps a little bit of respect. With their hands in the air, begin to slowly drop their weapons on the ground. One of them speaks up. There's another battalion coming from the south.
How long until they show up?
They're here. But the leader is with that one. They might be harder to convince.
Good to know. Which unit was carrying the most Sloe?
They look at each other. We only have our weapons filled with Sloe. The rest has been deposited.
You're gonna have to give me more than that. Not gonna lie. kind of low on patience right now, and I'm kind of itching to kill people.
Most of the slow has been taken to the north in order to...
They look nervously at each other.
empower the resurrection.
Wangdoodle reaches into his satchel bag, pulls out a bit of parchment and a stick of charcoal, and just writes a message on the parchment saying, I have been granted passage by Wangdoodle back to my home. If I'm presenting you this paper, I am surrendering myself fully and am seeking help.
Okay.
Wangdoodle then rolls it up tight and tosses the message on the ground in the path and steps away.
Go home. If you need to stop somewhere and you need help, use that message. But go home. If you see any other people that need to rise up, help them. Any Magmaarans trying to stop this thing, take them out. But go home. This isn't your fight.
The Western Canyon Battalion leaves.
Will turns to the tactician.
Move all forces to the south and reinforce to protect the village.
Yes, sir.
The army just off the path gives you a wide berth as you make your way to the south. You see another group of Duergar huddled behind one of the outcroppings. These ones have their weapons at the ready, their fingers on the trigger, their slow flamethrowers. As you approach, they look up, and their bodies tense. These ones do not look so swayed.
Oh, great.
I wondered when I would find the ones that can't learn.
Who's this tiny blue bastard? It's just a kobold.
The Duergar begin to laugh amongst themselves.
Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and rip a pot shot straight at the one I can see right here.
Okay. Give you a force blast. You hit. From literally downtown. The Duergar that was laughing is no longer laughing as you shoot off one of his legs at the knee. He falls to the ground screaming, clutching the remains of his leg.
Ah! A little shit got me!
I can do this all day. You didn't hear the first two messages, apparently.
A couple of the Duergar scoot back.
Get behind the wall. He's got weapons. They're coming out of his arms.
Oh, yes. Go behind the wall. Yeah, the wall's gonna protect you. Big, strong wall. There's absolutely no way I can hit you around that corner.
The Magmaarans clear away as a gnome kneels down to help his Duergar ally. And one of the larger Magmaarans, one that the Duergar said was the squad leader, stands confidently off the path. In his hand, a slow flamethrower. He snorts.
Oh, that's cute. I got one of those too.
They weren't joking. It actually is just a kobold. And what is this? With some brass automata? I'll melt it into slag and use it as fuel for the army.
You wouldn't even pass my 101 class. You don't even know what you're handling there.
I had the exact
Wangdoodle
same
looks
thought,
at
like, fuel.
Wangdoodle looks at the soldiers. It's like,
You wish for sleep or peace? You succeed in this mission, you will go back to sleep and I will not bother you. If you fall gloriously in battle, you will be relieved of your duties and receive peace. I guarantee this is a win-win. If they advance any closer than they have, I want the heart of that Magmaran in my hand.
Jesus.
Yes, sir. The
You're
brass
putting
army.
Wangdoodle in charge of the war department.
We did. We literally gave him the army.
God
and this is what he does with it.
Wait a
I'm
second.
impressed.
Is our guy in charge of the War Department also an alcoholic?
Department of War! The brass army salutes in perfect sync, and each of them pull a brass longsword from their hip. The squad leader looks a little bit put aback at this as he glances behind him at his wounded Duragar and gnomes. And he looks back up at Wangdoodle. Our weapons have the power to reshape reality, to distort magic, and to dissolve dreams. What do you have? Some shells?
Oh, you thought I was joking. Did you think I was speaking in metaphors and euphemisms?
How dare you, a mere pathetic kobold, speak to me like this? I should put a chain around your neck and put you back digging at the rock where you belong.
You wouldn't be smart enough to make chains with a metal with the tensile strength to keep me quiet. You have no idea what's going on here. You've been outclassed since the day you were born.
The squad leader lifts his slow flamethrower, and he blasts the nearby tree with blue fire. Tree is immediately lit up as it is consumed by blue. And the tree and the bark, branches, they all begin to change shape erratically. Let's just see kind of what happens to the tree. I'm just mildly curious. All the branches begin to form into shapes of keys. And there's a couple of them drop on the ground.
Can't imagine that's what he intended.
His
Actually kind of makes him look like a goober.
His display of intimidation has clearly fallen flat as the wooden keys now just light up in blue flame.
Oh, that's cute. Let's use some of our new features, because we haven't done that yet. And, let's horrify his entire unit into seeing the dead versions of themselves.
Excuse me?
Oh, remember the effect that my fire turns things undead?
Oh my god.
You see, the H in William H. Wangdoodle stands for fucking horrifying.
Horror show.
That's terrible. You send a blast of blue fire into the squad. The rest of them are thinking about rolling. Oh my god, they all fail. The sounds of screaming Duragar and gnomes fills the air as they are lit up by blue fire. They are consumed by the very weapons they hold. The Magmaran turns around and looks on in horror as the two remaining Duergar that have managed to stay alive are now rolling on the ground trying to put themselves out. He turns very slowly back to Wangdoodle. 4 of them have died. There are 2 that you cannot see.
That are rolling on the ground,
Screaming.
currently undead.
Yeah, and now they count as undead. Yeah. As he looks back,
You're using a toy. You don't know what you have there. I have studied all of this. I know you better than you do. You have that. I've perfected it. You had a chance to be civil, and you chose not to.
his eyes narrow. He forgets about the ones that are burning on the ground and takes a menacing, but perhaps a little scared step forward. Fire cannot hurt me. I have lived near the Sloe. I have become a part of it. You merely tinker with it like a toy. It flows through my veins. Wangdoodle, since you did hit that squad leader with a slow fireball, do you want to force it to make a wild magic check?
Not right now.
Okay.
I don't feel like helping him any further than he's already got.
Okay.
He will, however, take another blast.
All right. Give me one moment as I'm going to put both you and the Magmaran squad leader in combat. I'm going to have you roll initiative, and then we're going to go to a new scene. Okay. Squad leader will go first.
Great.
One moment, please.
I'm so excited for him to meet all of these soldiers who would rather be anywhere but here right now.
Right? Meanwhile, on the outskirts of Maginox, just west of the Church of Eternal Night, Raine and Vermis have come across the last surviving drow that have managed to make their way through the caves that have been trapped by the Ratkin. The Ratkin have made the drow's lives absolute hell as they have attempted to come through the tunnels. And now, Raine, you have discovered the name of this drow matron mother, who leads her final contingent in a desperate play to try and get the Hamaki back to the Underdark. So, you will not return the Hamaki to me where they belong.
I'm sorry, I thought we covered this. They don't belong to you. They're outside your jurisdiction.
Very well.
Question for you, Christina.
Sure.
How much does Raine know about Lulf? And could she make a history check?
Sure. Yeah, make me a history check, but you won't get advantage because Lulf is not of Arctis.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Results may be inaccurate. That's a weird error message.
You know some key features about the servants of Lolth. They are highly matriarchal. Society is built on, well, women being at the top of the food chain. They very readily take slaves. They also very commonly like to turn their favored followers into a more aspected visage of their patron. Namely, they turn them into servants that are top half human, bottom half hater. Terribly frightening. Otherwise, Lolth is known as the Spider and has very, very, very... It demands a lot from her followers. Their society is very rigid, and Lolth is not kind.
Would I know her as a demonic entity?
No.
Okay.
It is not a demon.
Sorry, where were we? Just wanted to know what I'd work with.
Sure. So, you would prefer to fight the entire power of Lolth. With what? An army of rats.
I'm sorry. Is the entire power of Lolth here with us right now? You look a little ragged.
One moment, please.
Is the Lolth in the room with us right now?
Oh, great. Visual aid. We're talking shit.
In the narrow path, you can hear the drow. She sinks back into the darkness, out of your line of sight. One moment, please. I'll have you know, little queen, that our matron is not kind. You will live a life of servitude, even though you are of the, well, higher sex. You wish for that. Come to this.
Well, that kind of requires you to subdue me in some way, I suppose. So good luck with that. You would not be the first to try, but you'd be one of many to fail. You're certainly welcome to return to wherever you came from, though. That's an option. In the meantime, does your matriarch, whatever she is she aware that you're working for Tiamat? Literally taking orders from Tiamat.
There is a long pause. How dare you speak? We only serve Lolth, no one.
But you are here at the bidding of the Illumi, interestingly enough. Were you aware that she's actually an agent of Tiamat? One of the last surviving, in fact.
What proof do you have of this?
Have you seen her? Like, really seen her? She's obviously an Abishai. You can't tell me she pulled that one over your eyes. You, who's so wise in the ways of, I don't know, subterfuge or whatever you're trying to convince me of. All it took was a little bit of dream magic for me.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Persuasion with... good thing I left persuasion as my astral elf skill proficiency. Well, it's actually pretty good.
One moment. I'm going to roll behind this.
You speak truth. We have no desire to serve a second. We only wish to return the Hamaki back to the fold of the brood. We do this for Loth's favor, not for the favor of Tiamat.
And yet in so doing, you further Tiamat's plans. In fact, this entire assault, this entire attack, the very use of the slow is all part of Tiamat's grand plans. It would seem to me that you and perhaps even your god are just smaller cogs in Tiamat's grand plans, in fact. It's okay, though. You wouldn't be the first, individual with delusions of grandeur to think you were working for some greater power when in fact you were just working for Tiamat. You actually wouldn't even be the first one I've killed here in Maginox.
Silence your impudent mouth, elf.
See, the neat thing about being queen is that I am actually inherently above impudence. You are, once again, on my sovereign territory. So you're being the one who's being impudent.
Your words are laced with a speck of truth, and Loth will surely become enraged if she is found to be manipulated by the dragon. Very well. We are willing to come to an accord. Loth desires only her minions to be brought back into the fold, but we will settle. Bring me Laeral Hamaki, and we will leave without any bloodshed.
Well, you'll have to give me a moment. Raine will write out a message and call one of the ravens down.
Okay.
Like one of Catherine's ravens, since we said that they're on comms duty.
Yeah. One of them flutters down to you. Rat King Vermis sniffs at you.
What do you think, Queen?
Raine will write a letter to Laeral and address it to Laeral, informing her that if her or any of the Hamaki would like to put an end to their pursuers, now is an excellent time. I have them cornered in the pass. And she'll address it to Laeral. She doesn't say any of that out loud, obviously, she just writes it. And then she says to the raven, you will take this directly to Laeral Hamaki, no one else. Do you understand?
Wrong.
Very well. And she'll give him a silver.
The raven flies away, happy with his shiny.
It will take some time, you understand.
You have made a wise decision. We will keep to our word. Bring me Laryl Hamaki, and we will leave.
Raine is going to take the opportunity while we're just sitting here, and she's going to cast Crown of Stars.
Okay.
And she is going to light up the fucking night.
Alright, Raine, you will shed bright light in a 30-foot radius and dim for an additional 30 feet.
Oh my god, did they nerf the light from this?
Remember them changing it.
I feel like it was so much more before, but okay.
30 and 60s. 30 and 30s.
I thought it was like 60 and 30, but I guess maybe I'm wrong. It felt like it was a lot bigger, but oh well. Probably still doesn't even actually like get anything in line, but the bright light at least makes her feel better.
You bathe the area in light from your crown of stars. You see some of the ratkin kind of crawling back into the trees.
Shiny.
Vermis rubs his grubby little hands together. My patience is wearing thin.
That's not really my problem, is it? I informed you that it would take some time. It's your choice whether you want to wait or not.
There's a long, drawn-out sigh.
Very well. Certainly we're not going to sit here with our noses in the air. We can go around the drow, yes? Bite at their ankles.
I want to know how many they have and where they are, Vermis.
Vermis can do this.
Well, go on then.
Yeah. Very well.
He turns into a small rat and crawls up the nearby cliff. You hear scuttling and shuffling.
Ah, yes. I see them down below. Ah, two of the twisted ones. Ones with the human bodies, elven bodies, and the spider butts. A faction of warriors. 1, 2, 3. 10 of them armed. A couple of them with whips. Look like leaders. Mostly men. Ah, I see the matron mother in the back. Yes. Clearly, cat of 9 tails in her hand, and a wicked dagger. Ship is moving. Strange. Yes. 10 fodder, 2 of the spider horses, and the matron mother.
How far are they from me?
He counts.
Somewhere between 120, 150, so to speak. Even as the raven flies.
Do you or any of your people have ways of making it brighter out there?
No. We huddle in the darkness, though we do enjoy lighting things on fire from time to time.
I don't need much light. Dim light would do. Fire should be good.
A bed of fire you shall have. If you don't mind, at the cost of a tree.
I'll take that cost at this point.
my minions, we shall do a little burning.
One moment. One of the trees suddenly goes up in flames. The drow nearby suddenly all move away from the tree. They are sensitive to bright. What is this? You hear the angered matron mother and the rest of the group move closer to your position, right?
While that's happening, how long has it been since I sent that raven?
It's been about 15 minutes.
Okay, so not enough time to get a response back from the raven, let alone for Laryl to show up.
As the raven flies, she's probably gotten it by now.
Okay.
You see now, lit by the burning tree, the army of drow. Bottom of the pass.
I'm trying to decide if I take advantage of this temporary distraction.
The entire army moves out of the bright light back into the dim. I am losing my patience.
Is Raine losing hers, though? This is the question. Raine is going to scan the sky behind her. Does she see any ravens or anything incoming that she can see at a glance?
Make me a perception check. Oddly enough, there's not a single raven in the sky.
Is there anything in the sky? Like a bat?
No.
Because you said it that way.
No, there's not.
Okay. All right.
Well, it is dark, and you do only have 60 foot. Can't see too high into the sky.
I mean, but we have it's still dim light up there, right? With the Aurora Borealis and stuff, or whatever.
At least for now, you don't see any birds.
All right, well. I'll wait for her to get pissy one last time.
As the tree smolders behind the army, the drow do not move until Circe finally beginning to lose her patience. You have 5 minutes, elf, before we will take what is rightfully ours. We have been ever so patient.
Well, you have less, and Raine is going to cast Dark Star.
All right, where do you put it?
But we're going to put it right there.
That's rude.
And as a reminder,
one poor were-rat.
It is. Oh no, did I catch a were-rat in it?
You did, but he was hiding, so.
Oh. Well, I'll feel bad later. Oh no. As a reminder, it is magical darkness, but also silence in there, as everybody is deafened and silenced, so the vast majority of spells also cannot be cast. And difficult terrain.
Oh, that's terrible. The dark star swallows up most of the canyon. You do not hear anything. Silence is deafening. All you hear is the sound of the burning tree just outside of the dark star's radius.
Raine will go ahead and also just get Blade Song going, just, in case. Seems like an appropriate time. And then she waits to see if Laryl shows up, or if Cersei really wants her hands on some Hamaki and comes out of that Dark Star.
All right, Raine, I'm going to have you roll for initiative, as you have started some shit.
Yeah, all these fast fucks.
All right, Raine. One moment, please. Meanwhile, back at the Polaris Gorge, Oslo, Grabella, and the kobolds, you have all made your way back up out of the gorge, have extracted yourselves from the web, and have delighted in the explosions that you have set off in the canyon. Within the gorge is now a thick layer of both fog, mist, and dust. And Kozlo, as you look at the carnage that you have wrought, surely nothing has survived. The kobolds now surround you, giddy, hopping from foot to foot, clapping at their excellent job well done.
Yes, we did it. Yes, kobolds did good job.
They all look at Grabella for approval.
Minus the breaking of your weapons, they were very expensive.
Yes. We tried to make fire. Fire
I
just
told
like
you it was gonna be cold out here.
we're sorry. Oh, very, very sorry.
Grabella has some candles, and she'll use one to start a fire where they were trying to start a fire.
You make a very simple fire as you look down into the edge of the gorge. The kobolds are all looking down into it, giddy and clapping.
Hooray! Hooray! We did it! We stopped the army!
Good job, everyone!
Yay!
You hear a yelp to the south, just out of your various lines of sight. It sounds like a kobold.
Well, that seems bad. What's going on out here?
Kozlo, make me a perception check.
Oh.
Ah. The wind has picked up most of the dust coming from the gorge, and you manage to see through the snowstorm that something has come climbing out of the gorge.
Not like that. A
glowing humanoid figure, decked in armor, has crawled out of the gorge and now holds a kobold aloft by the neck. And you hear a gurgled cry as the figure squeezes. The kobold's neck snaps, and he tosses the body into the...
You are really gonna regret doing that.
He turns, drawing a greatsword from his hip. You have destroyed my army, killed everyone, crushed under the weight of the earth.
Oh, thanks. We were wondering if we got all of you.
You can hear the fury in his voice as he stabs the point of the greatsword into the ground in front of him. I will take my revenge and your heads!
Yeah, good luck with that.
Grabella has just quietly moved to the edge of the cliff in front of her, steaming angry. Which I can't do for some reason.
You mean extra steaming angry, because you're always angry?
Yes. Extra rage. Like,
sorry, you can't move your token?
Nope.
No, I think
cannot.
I still see Raine and what Raine was up to.
I see the correct scene. I do see the turn order for Raine's stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's probably it. Hold on.
So that's probably what it's doing that. Yeah.
Okay, free movement. You should be able to move.
Yeah, she's just...
Bronx is in the fucking way!
Oh,
She just pushes Bronx into Coslo, not like to hurt him, just to move him out of the way. She's being gentle with the kobold.
You, Genasi, traitor! You, how does it feel that you've killed your own people?
Well, they couldn't be reasoned with.
I shall take my revenge with your blood and hang your head on a pike outside Magmara as a lesson for all to see.
I'd like to see you try.
He makes a line in front of him with his greatsword that blazes a bright blue. Then come at me, wench. Your kobold army is nothing to me. I shall throw them all in the gorge, as I did that pathetic, tiny one.
Rest of you get somewhere safe.
And then, we had wings out already, so yeah,
I'm gonna. That sounds good.
Battle,
I
but
will have you all roll for initiative. 1, 2, and Coslo 2. Oh, he's so slow. Grabella's so fast.
Grabella rolled a 19. She is ready to rock and roll.
she is pissed.
Grabella, you're up.
Babies.
As you get closer to Apollo, you see his armor has been severely dented. You cannot see his face, just the baleful glow of Sloe coming from inside this full plate armor.
How many regrets can we make him? We'll start with the usual.
That'll hit.
Doing that thing where it's not letting me hit normal unless I move it somewhere weird, but I will make it work. Fire, yes. Yes. Throw a little radiant on top.
Oh, yeah.
Keep it extra spicy.
Oh, yeah. There's an audible clang that echoes through the canyon as your your flail hits Apollo's thick armor. I believe you have another attack.
I do. I'm trying to decide if I want to, like, actually fight this guy or be petty and push him over the cliff that he's stupidly stood next to.
That is
and I'm
also
kind
an
of
option.
leaning towards just pushing him off the cliff because that's what he did to my kobolds.
You can absolutely make me a contested athletics check. See if you can shove this guy.
I think that is worth the gamble. So I'm gonna put a 30 up there on the board.
Holy!
Let's see if this boy has any beef to him.
Guacamole! Let's see if he does. God, that's so hard. He is pushed back 5 feet as you shove him. His ankle teeters on the edge of the cliff, and he digs his sword into the snow to prevent him from falling over entirely. I will not be going back screaming into the abyss. Not so easily.
Just to finish that off, she's gonna corner him on that corner, so he cannot
Oh shit. Okay.
move.
We'll see about that.
And that'll end her turn.
Kozlo, you're up. You are on the other side of the gorge. Bronx clings to your arm.
Kozlo, friend Kozlo. Marella went over. She's so brave. Stay here with Bronx.
Yeah, don't you worry about it, Bronx. I got you, buddy.
Save me. Save me.
Kozlo's gonna do a couple things. Alright, here's the plan. Kozlo is gonna let Grabella have this one because she probably needs it. So what I'm gonna do, I need to figure out ranges on things. Okay. We will begin with a Misty Step. As a bonus action. Oh, whoops, I needed to get closer first. Step down here, then we Misty Step. I don't know why this is being weird. Cannot change prepared spells while in combat. Okay, I can't. It consumed my Misty Step and is not letting me put it back.
Oh, where would you like to go? You just ping.
We need to ping. We need to port basically next to this kobold over here. As long as that is within 30 feet. Yes, it is.
It seems good. You bamf, misty stepping over the gorge, and the kobold claps in excitement.
Get him, kill him, Coslow. Slice his neck.
Oh, that's gonna happen, but I'm gonna let Rebella do it.
And we're going to haste Rebella.
Oh, yeah. You're gonna get shoved so many times until you're in that hole.
High stakes sumo.
Oh god. We've hasted the barbarian.
I love it when we haste the barbarian. We don't haste the barbarian enough.
I think I still have 10 feet of movement, so we'll step back just slightly and kind of motion to the kobold like, the fuck are you doing? Get away from it.
Get away from the edge. You saw what happened with the last one.
Alright, Coslow, does that end your round?
Yes.
Alright. Next up, Apollo. As he digs his sword into the earth at Grabella's feet, trying to prevent himself from falling off the edge, his armor flares up with a bright blue light. I will not go down so easily. And he will bonus action and make you make a wild magic roll, Grabella.
Oh boy.
As he bursts with Sloe, the chaotic wild magic flares up around you. Oh no. All weapons within 50 yards. We'll just say that's 50 feet for all intents and purposes. That does include Coslow.
Yeah.
Are +5 to hit, but -5 to damage. Alright, combat's now going to get interesting as the Sloe flares up and trails down his greatsword. He brings it up as he balances precariously on the edge of the cliff.
Oh, I did not mean to do that.
That's fine. Since you reckless attacked, he will have advantage.
Did I reckless attack?
Yeah, you had advantage on your attack, it looks like. Yep. Plus a 2d20. Yep. So he too will swing down his greatsword. It will be +5 to hit and -5 damage. +5 situation bonus.
28. Be a 28 to hit then.
Oh, sorry, it's he gets +5 on his attack roll. Not you gaining armor. God, your armor class is so high.
We did a lot of work about that.
The highest AC barbarian in history.
Oh dear. He did just crit though.
He critically strikes on his first hit, hitting you for 68 points of damage as he brings the greatsword into your shoulder. The Sloe flares up inside of it. It burns you for a combination of slashing and fire damage. This guy is strong, perhaps even as strong as you, and you find yourself staggering under the force of his blow. There is no smile that comes from behind this blue glowing helmet.
Did I get my resistances to fire and slashing?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, the fire looks like was halved. Yep, looks like everything was halved. So normally you would have done 68 damage, you took 34 because you are raging and resistant to fire. You.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, does that say 10d6 plus 4d6?
He crit, so...
Yes.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's still a lot of d6, but sure.
Yeah.
It is.
That's right.
Well,
Grabella did
crit,
reckless
it's gonna
attack.
look
Yeah,
worse.
yeah, it's probably going to be a lot worse if Grabella does. He gets a +5 on this attack as well with advantage. He does not crit, but he does hit this one. He strikes with a flurry of blows, hitting the pommel of his sword into your head. And he strikes again. Not a critical, but slashing across your stomach as you dance backwards, dodging the brunt of the blow. He will do a final attack. He screams with fury. This too will hit. As he moves forward, continuing wild swings with his massive, burning greatsword. And that will be it for his turn. He will... you can take an attack of opportunity on him, Grabella. He's going to try and move out of your threat range. That'll hit.
Didn't have the +5, but...
Didn't have... still definitely hit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I used Savage Attacker last time, not Reckless. But if it maps it, it's fine.
Yeah, since you rolled with advantage, the only way you would get advantage otherwise is if you used Reckless.
Oh, okay.
Alright, you hit him for 22 points of damage as you crack the back of his helmet with the flail as he tries to move around you. And I'm going to check his speed. He will finish his move. And move away from the edge of the cliff. Grabella, you're up. I will not be launched back into the dark.
No, you're willing to do it to others, but too much of a baby bitch to have it happen to you. So sad.
And Grabella, because you're hitting with advantage, I'm going to keep assuming you're.
I did not.
recklessly?
I hit the no this time. So if it's putting me as reckless, this is something messing up because I hit no this time.
So if you say no, then
I'm using Savage,
attacker
not
detected.
reckless.
It says attacker not detected. 1 second. That's why it's giving you the. Then your first die roll was a 1, so you will miss.
Even with the +5 that I'm not putting in there.
A 1 is an automatic miss.
So I should roll normal instead of with advantage because it's set me as reckless.
Yeah, I just had to turn on his vision. So yeah, if you want a reckless, it'll be advantage. If normal attack, will just be just normal. It was because the game thought he couldn't see you. That'll hit. Another crushing blow is the.
Being as the other one counted, you need to add. I need to roll my divine to add on top of that if the first one didn't make contact. Or we could take the number from the first one.
Yeah, how much was it?
It was 11.
Another 11. Right. The blue fire flares up in him like a furnace, but he is not deterred. That'll hit. Is that a third attack? You missed with the first one.
I have been hasted.
Oh, you're
so I should have
hasted!
4 attacks.
Holy shit, I forgot.
Yeah.
Please, by all means. I'm terrified. As you continue crushing him, it's like slamming your flail into a hot oven. With every hit, the blue fire flares up inside of him. Oh, also hit. Holy shit, Grabella.
She's pissed. Kazuo, you will notice that he didn't quite get half of her health, but he did chunk her down pretty good. So that'll
It's okay. She can't die, so he's not worried.
Valid.
Yes, but that means you get to fight him.
Kozlo, you're up. The two have gone blow for blow behind a nearby tree.
Just for point of clarity, is the entire shape of this tree a line of sight blocker, or is it like I'm seeing the tops of the tree, but I could actually, it's just the trunk that would be in the way?
It's just the trunk, so you would just have to be directly, like, for right now, you would have line of sight on.
Okay. Then, in that case, we're actually going to step up over here. We're going to hex him.
And what stat will you be hexing?
Normally, I would hex his wisdom, but in this case, we're going to hex his strength.
Clever goblin. All right. His ability checks will be made with disadvantage.
And then let's go with the old standard firebolt.
Uh, 26 will hit. Though his armor would normally seemingly absorb the fire, you do know that notice he is immune to fire, but you are a fiery little adept. But he only takes 3 damage from the firebolt.
Okay. Looking forward to the portion of the campaign where they're immune to anything that isn't fire at all.
The Magmaarans. And he is not considered burning.
Alright. I'll take another couple steps back, and that'll... Actually, no, let's do one of these. Just for fun.
Ooh, not high enough.
Like I said, just for fun.
You're gonna have to be the insight king, because Grabella's too angry to think about such things.
Grabella, too busy raging.
More than normal.
Apollo will spend a bonus action to slow burst. All cloth within 50 yards is as shiny and lustrous as gold.
Oh no.
I don't think I'm 50. I think I'm outside. So it's just the two of them.
Just a bunch of random wild magic going off. Kazu, you are exactly 50 feet away. Your clothes are suddenly gold.
Wait, do that again! wait, hold on!
And Kozlo comes closer for no reason.
He will reckless attack. He will get advantage on all of his melee attacks, and attack rolls against him have advantage. I'll cut your wings and hang them over my mantle.
No.
He's going to attack with the +5 situational bonus with advantage. He will not crit. He'll hit Grabella. And he's going to do that 4 times. Guys, crit fishing? It's a second time. Grabella, you only take 9 damage from the second attack. He swings wild arcs for a 3rd time. He hits. The sword flaring up. You constantly trying to parry with your soul hook. He's only leaving scratches on you now, but you find yourself bloodied against his constant attack. Because of the wild magic, he should also minus 5 to damage. So I'm going, since he hit you 4 times, I'm going to give you half of that back. Because you are raging. So 1, 2, 4, so I'm going to give you 8 hit points. Grabella, you're up.
It's time.
Oh no! Oh god! What foul magic is this?
It's called Welcome to Hell, buddy.
I have killed far scarier creatures than you.
We have seen that fire isn't the best on this one. We're going to do one of these.
You have advantage on all of these.
So this is gonna be so many of these because I can multi-attack. What is it? Oh, ignore that one. But I'm still hasted, so this is gonna take a while.
You are hasted. You get 1 additional action on each of your turn.
Yeah. And this is 3 rend attacks for 1 multi-attack.
Okay.
Here we go.
Your armor, or your nails scratch across his plate mail. These are all with advantage.
Oh, I haven't been doing advantage. But we hit, so it's fine.
Also, because you are not wielding a weapon, you don't get the +5 -5 with your rend attacks.
That's fine.
Yeah, since you're hitting anyway, that basically just means you're doing more damage.
Yeah. Now, am I allowed to just multi-attack 4 times in a row with this, or
You get your multi-attack is you get 3 normal attacks and then 1 extra because of the haste. You get 4 total. So you have done 3 so far. So give me 1 more with advantage. That'll hit. Finally, a crack shows in his armor, and blue light flares out of it. He staggers back, clearly bloodied. Grabella, you still have hasted movement if you wish, or you can stay there.
We're gonna stay where we're at.
Right. We're gonna pause it right there, and we're just gonna go quickly over to Horse Sea Swab. One moment. Sea Swab, who has been so patient.
I got to do a lot of stuff the last couple of sessions. That's okay. Oh my god!
No. He's a good guy. He's on our team.
I mean, it was a shocking sight. I was expecting what I was at last time.
You are with the World Tree Tapio, and you have been tormented by the Illumi, who attempted to sway you. Died. But now that you have declined her, he has something. I'm so sorry, everyone, but we're not going to dally any longer. The World Tree is mine, and you and your little spectral friends aren't going to do anything about it. I'm going to leave you with a friend. And when he's done murdering you so efficiently and throwing your bodies off the side of Tapio, I will be at the top, waving goodbye. A portal. Oh. Say hello to all of my little friends, the remnants of Icir. What walks out of the portal are a faction of Illumi elves, but their faces are covered in thick blue scales, and their hands glow with powerful magic. They each part ways slightly, allowing something larger to press through the portal as they raise their hands in triumph. What steps out of the portal is a Abishai-looking creature. It looks like a dragonborn humanoid with a dragon face and a massive fin on the top of his head. He holds a wicked spear in one hand. His other hand is wreathed in arcane flame. I am the chosen herald, the Illumi, and I am here to claim this tree in the name of Tiamat. Lena gives you a sidelong glance, Sea Swab. I wasn't prepared for them to just portal in here. We'll take on the little ones. You handle the big one.
Oh, thank you so much for leaving all the fun for me.
I know you can do it. C-Swab, I'm gonna have you roll for initiative, please.
Oh my god.
Oh
Nailed
my god.
it. Didn't nail it.
Did not nail
C-Swab
it.
has been waiting.
Holy.
That is a delta. You literally beat him by over 20, C-Swab.
As the Tiamat
It's you guys been holding my initiative rolls. I've been having to share with you guys. Dragging me down.
Damn.
The Tiamat corrupted Illumi herald the great worm as he steps through the portal, and he levels his spear at C-Swab. Laughs. This is the chosen guardian of Tapio. A bird and some ghosts. Pathetic. Give up now, and I may spare your life. The Tiamat will love to see you struggle.
I mean, the only thing I'm gonna be struggling from is holding back the laughter when you just get fucking deleted, bro.
All right. And with that, each of our friends have been thrown into combat with their allies. Wangdoodle and his brass army against the Magmaran forces that have lived. C-Swab facing off against a herald of the Great Worm. Raine taking on a contingent of drow that refuse to leave, and Grabella and Coslo facing off against Apollo Cinderwrath, hopefully the last leader of the Magmaarans. Saturated with slow, each of these minions pose a significant challenge to our heroes, and I hope you all make it out alive. For now, that'll be the end of today's session, and we will resolve all of these little combats next week.
Little combats, she says.
Little.
As if every single one isn't like a full fucking combat.
All right, everybody. I gave Coslo and Grabella a little bit more time today because they were gone last week. But next session, we'll be flipping back and forth between scenes every turn. So it should be a little bit quicker for everybody. But for now, I just wanted to get all of these started. And so you have a little time to think about what you'll be doing next week. Until then, you are free to go. Thanks for hanging out. I hope you had a good session and have a good evening.
Later.
Have a great week, everybody.
Bye.
Boy.
Depends.
All right, everybody. That is it for Arctis today. Let's bring it down. Let's bring it down. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and thanks for watching. If you want to catch up on our sessions, go ahead and head on over to YouTube, ! YouTube. We are Arctis DD on YouTube. You can catch our sessions in full. If you want to just chill, watch a 3-hour session, go ahead. But if you want to just get our bite-sized parts of our sessions, you can check out our funny moments over on Twitter, TikTok, and Blue Sky at Play Arctis. I'm your DM, Zarina. Hey, thanks for hanging out. Thank you for the raid, dear. And thank you for some familiar faces hanging out in chat. Of course, etc. Thanks for always hanging out. Mike Gunan, thank you for hanging out. People love back to you. Thank you so much for hanging out, everybody. Greatly appreciate it. I'm your DM, Zarina. Thanks for watching. I hope everybody has a fantastic week. And catch us next Monday for the resolution of the Siege of Maginox. Have a great evening, everybody. And I'll see you next time.